What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. I'm going to do an entire collection tour today. Going to take you back there, show you everything on the shelves, give you an update what the shelves look like in 2025. We did this at the beginning of the year back in 2024 last year, but I want to make this an annual thing. Give you an update at the beginning of every year because the shelves have changed so much since the last time we did this. I have added so many new things to the shelves. I have rearranged things several times back there, so they look completely different than they did in that last video. So we're gonna do another one today. Hope you enjoy me taking you through and showing you everything back there on the shelves. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or you'd like a closer look at anything, and I'll be sure to get back to you down there. As always, thank you so much for liking and subscribing and sharing these videos if you can. It does a lot of good for the channel, and I really, really appreciate it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump back into the shelves. All right, guys, here we go, doing the shaky cam style, trying to show you all three shelves at once. Can't get it all on camera at once, but there is at least the Criterion corner, which you don't get to see very often. And there's the two colored shelves, which you see all the time as the background of my videos. As you can see, is pretty full. We are pretty much at capacity here. We got a few more box sets we can turn sideways or take up to the top, but almost full. So 2025 is going to be the year of the great purge. We are going to start consolidating and curating this collection. We've got to start getting rid of some stuff. You'll be seeing that in some future videos. But for now, we're just going to document what the shelves look like right here at the beginning of 2025. Starting with the top here, which you also don't get to see very often. We've got some film books up there. My TCM library is getting much bigger thanks to my friend John, who gave me all those books. He gave me his summer book that he wrote. He gave me the sci-fi one, the musical one, the Christmas one, and the Noir Bar book, which I've already done several videos about. There is the Guillermo del Toro book, some Wes Anderson books over here. One of those I just got for Christmas. Showed you guys that in a recent video. There's the Neverending Story, giant box set. Biggest thing I own in the collection. There's the Birdman box set from Criterion. And the Criterion Designs book. Finally checked that one off the list last year. That was a holy grail for a while. And some other box sets up here. We moved a few box sets up to the top this year. We had to move Watchmen up, 10 Commandments, had to move Ben-Hur up. Like I said, running out of space. And there's a couple of my wife's box sets up there too. The OC and Harry Potter. Just moved the Harry Potter box set up there. And then just some books over here on top, just filling up the space until we need that for more box sets in the future. Let's go ahead and jump into the white shelf over here. The top left, still got the Karel Zeman box set up here, the Karel Zeman DVDs from the Karel Zeman Museum in Prague. Still not available on Blu-ray yet, so we're still hanging on to those. We talked about most of this last year, but I'll call out a couple of new things that we added in 2024. We added these two Kino Classic Blu-rays, the Golem and Carmen. We also added a Simple Plan, the 4K from Arrow Video that came out last year. There's still the Casablanca Blu-ray set. We might be getting rid of that soon though, because Warner Brothers put out a really nice 4K box set that I would like to replace it with at some point. The Psych box set is over here now. That used to be in the green section down here, but it wasn't reading well on camera. It's a super light green. It was kind of showing up yellow, so it just looked really off on the shelf. Plus we're making space, like I said, so I turned it sideways. We put it in the white section. I think it looks good there. We've got the Odd Couple box set also that I finally added to the collection last year. That was another holy grail I was looking for a long time. Finally started collecting imprint this year. That's one of the imprint releases. And then we've also got the Out of Towners right next to it. And the Long Voyage Home, also right there. So a few imprint releases. Then we added a couple Deaf Crocodile titles to the collection and this Radiance box set, the Commedia all'Italiana box set, which looks so good. I love how that looks on the shelf. A couple other boutique releases right there, Indicator, Classic Flicks, and the Cloak and Dagger box set from Vincent. Lovely VSU box set, looks great. Another one I was trying to hunt down for a while. Finally got that for a good deal last year. And I added my Eric Rohmer Tales of the Four Seasons box set over here. That used to be over there in the boutique shelf. I put it over here because I like how it looks. I wanted to see it more often. It's probably the nicest box set I own, probably my favorite release. So I wanted it in the background, so I put it right here. And then we have the brown section. This used to be down here right by the yellow, but I didn't like how it broke up the colors. Like once we got into the colors, like the red and the pink, the yellow, it looked weird to have a big brown spot. It was kind of drawing your eye in my background. So I put it up here at the top. So it goes straight from white to brown. Keep the neutrals up here on top. Just a couple new things here. We haven't really added much to the brown section. We got a couple Deaf Crocodile releases with Heroic Times and the Pied Piper, and Grace got Across the Universe this year. We found that in one of our hunting videos. Still got the Irish Folklore trilogy right there. Eventually I'll probably have to move that up to the top or at least turn it sideways, but I really like how it looks, so I'm keeping it there for now. And then we go to the red section over here, starting with this like dark red burgundy color with the Alexander Tushko box set, which is amazing and one of the best things. Made my top 10 list last year. Such a cool box set, such a fun box set. Love that one. And the Big Lebowski right next to it, which we added last year. Also another Deaf Crocodile right there with Visitors. Oh, added some Marvel movies this year. Found these in the wild. This is the Doctor Strange Steelbook. 3 Steelbooks in a row. We got WandaVision and Avengers. Added a couple Christmas box sets this year. The Sidekicks VSU from Vincent. Added a lot of stuff to the red section. The red section got a lot bigger this year. We added Holdovers. We also added The Dog Who Stopped the War, which is right there. Also from Vincent. Bishop's Wife we added. Lots of stuff in the red section. Hourglass Sanatorium, My Cousin Vinny. That's my man. All this stuff is new. The red section is so much bigger this year. We got the Beastmaster right here from another VSU. 2 in-print titles that I found at Amoeba Music when I was out in California. And Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. So ton more red titles over here. And the pink section got a lot bigger too. The pink section is actually a section now. It used to be just like a few titles. We added Little Darlings last year. We added Daryl. We added How to Be Loved. We added the Fassbinder box set. Love that box set. That obviously is most of the section. And then I get that Grace got Mean Girls this year. I forgot about that. She picked that one up. Then we go into the orange section, and still like the smallest section. I guess pink's smaller, but orange is hard to find. It's hard to find orange spines. But this big thing right here, I haven't talked about at all on camera yet. This is my Cinema of Conflict box set. I got this for Christmas from my brother. Thank you so much, Steven. Appreciate it. That's another Kieslowski box set to go along with the 3 Colors trilogy and the Decalogue, which I'll talk about in a minute. 4 more films by Kieslowski that I can't wait to jump into. That's an old out-of-print Aero Academy box set, so really happy to have that. There's Pi, an A24 release that was new this year. And we got the beautiful Across the Spider-Verse lenticular release from WeET Collection. That was also last year. But yeah, not a lot of orange stuff going on. Put the Marx Brothers set over here. That was another one that used to be off camera over there on the boutique shelf, but now it's right here. Watched through that last year. Loved it. So I wanted to display that one. Brand new, the newest thing on the shelf right here is the Louis Feuillade box set. Got it right here between the yellow and the orange. And then we're right into the yellow section. A couple new things here. We got the Susie Wong box set that Jeffrey sent me. Thanks again, Jeffrey, for that. We added a bunch more DMC exclusives when Disney Movie Club was going out of business. So there's a bunch of those. So the yellow section got quite a bit bigger too. There's After Sun from A24. Again, sent to me by Barnes & Noble. The yellow section's going down here, bleeding into the green section. I think eventually this whole shelf right here will just be yellow. We'll move everything down, but I don't have enough oranges to do that yet, but here we go. This is the yellow shelf. We've got pretty much the same old stuff that you saw last year. Couple new ones here. We added some Kino Lorber with Cocaine Fiends, and we also added this release, Never Open That Door from Flicker Alley. I'd love to get more Flicker Alley releases. Another Fassbinder box set. This is volume 3. Haven't opened that one yet. I'm waiting until I get through 1 and 2 before I decide whether or not I want to open that one. There's another Deaf Crocodile release. There's Shinobi, box set from Radiance. The Colored Pomegranates we added this year. Really nice. Another Deaf Crocodile there with World War III. And then the green section. Green section is another pretty small section. Not a lot of green spines. Still keeping the Incredible Hulk DVD box set here. just because I haven't upgraded to Blu-ray yet. I'd love to upgrade to Blu-ray someday, but haven't done it yet. I really like that show. I have fond memories of watching that with my brothers growing up. Eventually that'll probably move up to the top, but I just need more green on the shelf right now. Tin Star we added. This was another thing I picked up in the Arrow Video 50% off sale last month, along with Simple Plan up there. We added Model Shop, Jacques Demy film. We added Repeat Performance, another Flicker Alley. That was donated to the channel from Jeffrey. And let's see, showing up, another green spine there, another brand new A24 release. And then we've got the third and final Fassbinder set. That's volume 1. Kind of this teal color. There's a whole like teal section here in the middle of the green section. And then We Live in Time right after that, another new release that we just added. I put my Eric Rohmer box set over here. Again, used to be over on the boutique shelf, but I've moved pretty much all of, well, we'll talk about it in a second. There's still some over there, but a lot of them I've moved in. I've mixed in. There's another Deaf Crocodile release. I've been collecting those a lot this year. Almost got all of those. I think all this stuff. Oh, this one right here, Martin Scorsese, The Films of Faith. That's a brand new box set that came out last year. I don't really know where to put it because it's like half white, half green. It's like sky, so I kind of have it right in the middle of the green and the sky blue section here with Bambi and Meet Me in St. Louis and all those. We're getting right into the blue section though. I'm sure there's going to be some new stuff here. Right here, How the West Was Won, new digibook that I got in Amoeba Music. Again. And then we're right into the blue section, which is the biggest section by far. It goes all the way across. A lot of blue Blu-rays, it turns out. And what do we got? We added The Jerk this year. We had French Dispatch. All this stuff is pretty much been here for a while. We added another Flicker Alley release here with The Guilty and High Tide. Roman Holiday, sent to me by Magnitude Rev. Very thankful for that. Sent to me from Amazon wishlist. But yeah, not a lot added to the blue section. A lot of this is like my kids' films, children's films for my kids to watch. There's a lot of Disney stuff there and some other animated stuff. The Three Colors trilogy, I think that was there last year. We did add these two from Vinegar Syndrome, the Saragossa manuscript and the other French New Wave box set. And of course we've added these two big editions right here. They got The Apartment, limited edition from Arrow Video, Decalogue, another Kieslowski box set. One of my holy grails I've been looking for a long time. Finally found that for a decent price. That one goes for a ton of money on eBay normally. And yeah, just a bunch of stuff mixed in here. Not a lot of boutique stuff on this shelf. We did find this recently. The Legend of the Holy Drinker from Arrow Academy, another out-of-print Arrow Academy set. And of course, the Neverending Story lenticular right there. I have that pulled down here instead of tucked away in the big box set because my daughter wants to watch it all the time, and I don't want to dig it out every time she wants to watch it. But yeah, that's the blue section. I'm sure I've skipped over a couple things there. Let me know if you want to see a closer look at anything, but that's the gist of it. Then we got the purple section down here, which has gotten quite a bit bigger too. We added The Secret of Nim from Eureka this year. Very cool boutique release. I hope they do more Dawn Blue stuff in the future. We added lots of steelbooks this year. For some reason, there's a bunch of purple steelbooks. Got Stardust, Guardians of the Galaxy, Last Unicorn, Little Nemo, another good little animated film that I got for the kids this year. Still got the big Willy Wonka set, of course. It's gonna be hard for me to get rid of that. I don't know, I have the 4K now. It's right over here, but I don't know, I like that set. It looks really good. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to part with it. We've also added The Adventures of Priscilla right here from Imprint. Got a lot of Imprint stuff last year. That was my first year getting into Imprint. Then we got a couple new silver releases here from Paramount Presents. These are my first Paramount Presents titles, which I feel like is gonna be a slippery slope because they're already up to like spine number 50 almost. And then moving into the gray section, we've got the Bellatar box set. One of the best things I bought last year. One of the best box sets that came out last year. That looks great on the shelf. And a couple other ones here. We got this recently, this Mary Pickford 1925 Little Annie Rooney. I found that at CD Warehouse. That was a cool find. All the Disney treasures are still here. I haven't added to that at all. I'd like to get back into those, but I have all the animated ones, so I think I'm good for now. We did add Fargo this year, the 4K from Shout Factory. That's an awesome release. And I think that's it. I think the rest of that shelf is old news. You've already seen that stuff, but it's getting into the black section, and then the black pretty much finishes out the whole bottom shelf. Ton of blues and a ton of blacks. That's how it goes. Most Blu-rays are blue, most 4Ks are black. And a lot of Blu-rays are black too, but we've got Santa Sangre from Jodorowsky. Beautiful box set from Severin Films. The only Severin release I have. Make sure you recommend some Severin movies down in the comments, because I'd like to look more into that label. That's the only one I have so far. Then we've got the Superstar 10 box set from Warner Archive, and the rest of the Warner Archive collection, which is getting pretty big thanks to a few subscribers. Three Godfathers was sent to me by Jeffrey for my Amazon wish list. We also got the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Tarzan, the Ape Man, and the Tex Avery releases. All three of those. I got those from Sean. Thank you so much for those. Oh, this, of course. These two came from outer space. Wizard of Oz, one of my favorite releases. Got that for my birthday. That's a beautiful release. Love that one. Then over here on the other side, we added a few 4Ks this year. Got a silly one here, Howard the Duck. Found that in the wild at CD Warehouse. Then Grace picked up Wicked just a couple weeks ago when that came out. Jodorowsky's Dune. Speaking of Jodorowsky, Jodorowsky's Dune, that was also sent to me by a subscriber. And then these are Grace's Harry Potter steelbooks. They're still here. Those are Blu-rays, but she does want to upgrade those to 4K at some point. Then we added quite a few 4K Kino Lorbers this year. We got The Apartment and Stalag 17. Then In Bruges and Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Just got those two for Christmas / birthday presents. And then Mystery Men, we also found in the wild at CD Warehouse. Nostalgia from Andrei Tarkovsky we found in the wild. And then look at all these Deaf Crocodiles right here. Zero Grad, Prague Nights, Ascent of the Tsars, Son of the Stars, and Time of Roses. All those are brand new. And then Dante's Inferno from TerraVision. Really, really nice release. Zone of Interest from A24. And then just a few other box sets there to finish up the last shelf. That's all of the colored shelves, the main shelves right there. Then we'll take a quick look at the Criterion corner, the boutique shelf over here, which is mostly Criterion now. There's just a few boutiques up there on the top, that last shelf. Everything else though is Criterion. So we'll start up here on the top. Got a couple big box sets from Arrow Video. I like keeping all the Arrow Video stuff next to each other. There's the Conan Chronicles from the beginning of last year. Flash Gordon was also new. Found that finally. It took me a long time to track that one down for a good price. There's Barbarella and another Arrow Academy. One more Arrow Academy box set over here. And all my Indicator stuff is next to each other. We've got the 3 Harryhausen box sets. We already have, most of these were here already last year. I think the Todd Slaughter set is new. And we added the Swimmer and Sweet Charity, these 2 limited editions. Both of those are new. And Pandora's Box and Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I think I maybe had those 2 last year. And then Radiance. We added a lot of Radiance to the shelf this year. So we've got the World Noir box set, Volume 1. We've got Nothing is Sacred from Radiance. And Haxan and Planet of the Vampires, 2 more Radiance limited editions. And then we've got all the Deaf Crocodile limited editions that they've been doing lately. I have all these next to each other right now, but eventually I'll probably have to move them all in and mix them in with the colored shelves. But for now, they're just over here. This is just kind of the overflow shelf. So we've got all the big box sets right there. A 101 Films box set, BFI Carl Theodor Dreyer box set. Here's the cinematograph releases. I just have those thrown up here right now. And then all of my A24 deluxe editions up there on top. Then we've got my entire Criterion collection, which we added to last year a few times with the 2 Barnes & Noble sales and the Criterion flash sale. I'm not going to go through all the new stuff I added here because most people have seen those in the Barnes & Noble hunting videos, but we'll go through quickly. We've got some Eclipse series here. An out-of-print Theodore Dreyer box set there, which I technically don't know if I need since I have the BFI set, but I'm sure there's some supplements on here that aren't included in that set. We've got some DVDs, some Criterion DVDs. I don't need these anymore. I need to get rid of those because they put out the Blu-ray box set last year for Albert Lamouris. And we've got a few new ones here. Anatomy of a Fall, I think I got last year. The Cremator was a new one. We got my Winnipeg. That's another new one. The Nashville out of print digipack. Last year at Marion Bad, out of print digipack as well. That has a 4K now, but I'm still holding on to my Blu-ray there. Then we've got a few box sets all right next to each other here. We've got Eric Romere's 6 Moral Tales, some of my favorite box sets all right here. Love that 6 Moral Tales box set. Love the Jacques Demy set. Love the Jacques Tati set. And the Walt Stillman trilogy. Just added that. That's another new one. And then the red Criterions are all down here. Sorry for the shine on some of these. They're not sealed. Some of them are sealed, but even the ones that aren't sealed have a lot of shine coming off of them. For my lights, what else do we have here that's new? Most of this stuff I think was already here. I didn't go crazy with Criterions this year. I've had to slow down because you can see there's a bunch here. Judex is a new one. We just got that one in November. Still have the out of print Trilogia de Guillermo del Toro and Pasolini box set. That's a new one. We added that in the flash sale last year. We also have the out of print Picnic at Hanging Rock from Criterion. I want to upgrade to the 4K of that. There's a beautiful second sight box set that I can't afford, but hopefully someday I can. And then we've got Paper Moon, one of my favorite releases from last year. I still got to contact Criterion and get that 4K disc replaced because mine was damaged when I got it. And here's the rest of the Criterions going all the way over to the side. Most of these we've talked about in recent videos. And down here, another new one here, the El Norte Digipack slipcover edition. There's another Digipack that Grace got last year, Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion. That's very cool. Love that one. Princess Bride's still there. A couple other Digipacks there. Still got the classic Hitchcock. Holding on to that one. Man Who Fell to Earth and Time Bandit's still there. And this new set. I got this from subscriber Jeffrey Patrone. 3 films by Louis Malle, which is an out-of-print DVD set. And then the last shelf down here, there's the Third Man Blu-ray. Still don't have the 4K for that. I'd like to upgrade, but I'm gonna hang on to the Blu-ray because that's very special to me, the way I got that. And then all the rest of the black spine Criterions are down here. Some new ones mixed in. I know we picked up the Fisher King last year. We picked up Funny Girl and a few others. Marquetta Lazarova, I just watched. Love that movie. And some Radiance down here. I've just got some Radiance and Kino Lorber thrown in just because I don't have a place to put these yet, but here's a couple. There's another new one, Workmeister Harmonies from Criterion, The Hot Spot and Mississippi Mermaid. I made my first Radiance order last year, and a couple of these were in there, The Sunday Woman and Misunderstood. Here are some Arbalos titles and mostly Kino Lorber titles over here, just standard Blu-rays. There is the Fritz Lang box set and a couple second sight box sets. Excuse me, not second sight, second run box sets and some second run individuals down here. Can't figure out where to put these yet. These are tricky to fit into my organization, my color scheme. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. So those are just sitting there now, just putting that off until I finally put those into the regular shelves. But that is it. That's the entire collection tour. Hope you enjoyed me going through all that. Sorry if that was a little bit rambly. I maybe should have went a little quicker and not mentioned as many things, but I wanted to give you a proper update. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below or any recommendations. I would love to hear your recommendations. If you know of anything that you think I might like based on what I have here, let me know. I will definitely talk to you in the comments down below. This is it. This is the whole collection. Like I said, very full, running out of space. This is gonna be the year of curation and purging a lot of stuff out of here. There's a lot of stuff up here that I don't need anymore. So stay tuned for some future collection curation videos. We're gonna get this cleaned up a little bit, free up some space on these shelves. But until next time, keep collecting, and I'll be back with another one real soon.